Good morning, students. Welcome to the fourth session. In the previous sessions, we had completed the first chapter, Memory and Storage Devices. Hope all of you have downloaded the notes and written it. If not, please do it today itself and learn it. Today, we will start the second chapter, Customizing Windows. Before that, let's have a quick revision of what we have studied in the previous lesson. First, we studied about data. Data is a collection of unorganized facts. Then we studied about information. Process data is called information. Then we study about data storage units. Data storage units are used to measure computer data. Then we studied about computer memory. Computer memory is the hardware of a computer that stores data and information. There are two kinds of memory, primary memory and secondary memory. Primary memory consists of two types, RAM and ROM, random access memory, and read-only memory. Random access memory is a temporary memory. It can be directly accessed by the processor. Read-only memory is a set of instructions to the computer, bootstrap instructions. It is a permanent memory. Then we studied about secondary memory. Secondary memory is also called auxiliary memory or external memory. It is a permanent memory. Then we studied about different storage devices like hard disk, Blu-ray disc, CD, DVD, flash drive, etc. Now, we will move to the next lesson, that is customizing Windows. In this chapter, we will be discussing the following topics: Windows desktop and its components, setting date, time and volume of speaker, customizing Windows and taskbar, use of the shortcut menu. So all these topics we will be discussing. So children, when you switch on your computer system, you must have noticed that the system does not get ready immediately. It takes some time. You have to wait for a few seconds to get the system ready for your use. Then a graphic screen appears that is known as Windows. The set of programs called operating system makes the computer system ready for use. Clear? When you switch off the computer, bootings take place, then the Windows, you can see the Windows screen. So what is this Windows? Windows is an operating system. Now what is an operating system? An operating system is an interface between the hardware and user. You have learned last year, operating system is a software. It is an interface between the hardware and user. It makes the computer alive and run different applications. It coordinates and manages various activities of a computer. There are two types of operating systems: GUI, graphical user interface, and character user interface. Which are they? Character user interface and graphical user interface. Now, what is a user interface? User interface means it is basically the means by which the user and computer system can interact using input and output devices. Now we will study what is CUI or Character User Interface. Character User Interface means that you have to type the commands to interact with the computer. User interacts with the computer using only keyboard. You cannot use a mouse here. To perform any action, a command is required. You have to type the commands in command prompt. There is no images or graphics on the screen. Examples of CUI, Character User Interface operating systems are DOS and Bash Shell. Okay? CUI is an older interface. It was defined by Microsoft before GUI. It is difficult to use because we have to write a command to perform a task. So we have to remember all the commands, then only we will be able to operate the computer. So this is a difficult method because you have to remember all the commands. You know, remembering command is not an easy thing. Okay, so character user interface, you have to type the commands, you have to use a keyboard to enter commands. Okay, then the second is graphical user interface. What is this graphical user interface? In this, user interacts with the computer using the graphics. It means that you need not type any commands to interact with the computer. Instead, you have to click with the help of a mouse on the icons of ready-made commands. That's what we are doing in Windows. You have to click on the icons or commands. So it is the interface we are using nowadays on each and everything. That is Windows operating system, smartphone, ATM machine and more. It is attractive and very easy to use. In GUI, we only click on menus, icons and graphics to perform the task. This interface made it possible for a mouse to be used with a computer and interaction. The interaction becomes very easy as the user could interact with just a click of the mouse rather than having to type each time to give commands to the computer. You know, in character user, every time you have to type the command. Here, instead of typing the commands, we have to just give a mouse click. You have to click on the icons, menus, graphics, dialog box, etc. So, it is very easy to use. It is a user-friendly interface and requires no expertise. That means, without even knowing anything about computer, you can operate it, you can use it. Examples of graphical user interface are Windows and Mac operating system. In this, instructions are given to the computer using a keyboard and a mouse. Icons, menus, buttons, windows, etc. are used in place of the text commands. Most users prefer Windows operating system because of its features, because it is very easy to use. You do not have to learn any command. We need not remember any command to operate Windows. It has small pictures called icons. Just by clicking the icons, we can perform any task. Programs are arranged in folders. Menus and submenus help in performing various tasks. When we switch on the computer, Windows operating system is automatically loaded and the following screen appears, that desktop screen. Now, let's learn how to use the various icons, buttons and menus of Windows desktop. This is a picture of a Windows desktop. You have already seen it. Okay. arrangement is similar to the top of a study table. You place your books, copies and pencils on your desk to start working, isn't it? Similarly, Windows places icons and toolbars on its desktop. So, desktop is the work area of Windows. So, desktop is the work area, workplace of Windows. It is the first window that appears when a Windows-based computer is switched on. When you switch on the computer, after the booting takes place, you can see the desktop screen. So this is the first screen of Windows. It is the working area of Windows. You can see small pictures. Okay, these are the small pictures. You see icons here and you have a taskbar at the bottom of the desktop. On the left side of the taskbar, you can see the start button. Okay, we will be studying about the start button afterwards. So first see what are these icons. The small pictures on the desktop are called icons. An icon represents a file, folder or software. For example, recycle bin icon, computer icon or any other software icon. If you want to open any icon, you can double click on it so that the program or icon will open and come as a window. Now we will see about the taskbar. The long bar at the bottom of the desktop is called a taskbar. Here you can see it. Here at the bottom of the desktop, here you can see the long bar. So this is called a taskbar. It shows the icons of the programs that are open. It contains the start button, quick launch bar, the notification area, the clock and show desktop icon. So a taskbar contains start button, quick launch bar, notification area, show desktop icon, clock, etc. Now this is the start button. The start button is located at the bottom left corner of the taskbar. On clicking the start button, the start menu will appear. Start menu shows various software or program installed on a computer. You can see the start button here at the corner, left corner of the taskbar. Okay, as you click the start button, the start menu appears. If you want to open any programs, you can select it from the start menu. The taskbar is divided into start button, notification area, the quick launch bar. Just next to the start button on the taskbar, there is a quick launch bar. Okay, quick launch bar. This is the area between the start button and notification area. Here we can add commonly used programs such as Internet Explorer, Word application, MS Paint, etc. That can be opened with a single click, quick access. Just one click only, these programs we can open. Thus, this bar provides easy and quick way to open the program. Yes. So next to the start button is our quick launch bar. Then we have notification area. Notification area. Notification area contains the clock and the program icons that provide the status and notification about the programs running on the computer. For example, antivirus program, software updates, sound, battery status, date and time, etc. will be shown in the notification area. Clear? So, now we will just revise what we have studied today. First, we studied about an operating system. What is an operating system? An operating system is an interface between the hardware and user. It coordinates and manages the activities of a computer. There are two types of operating system: graphical user interface and character user interface. In character user interface, we have to use the commands. We have to type the commands, use a keyboard and type the commands to interact with the computer. Whereas graphical user interface, we can interact with the computer using a mouse. You can click on the icons, menus, dialog box, etc. Then we studied about the Windows desktop. Desktop is the work area of Windows. So, desktop is the first window that appears when a Windows-based computer is switched on. Then we studied about taskbar. The long bar at the bottom of the desktop is called a taskbar. It contains the start button, the quick launch bar, the notification area, clock and the show desktop icons. Start button. The start button is located at the bottom left corner of the taskbar. On clicking the start button, the start menu will appear through which we can open any programs. Then we studied about quick launch bar. This is the area between the start button and notification area. Here we can add commonly used programs such as Internet Explorer, Word application, MS Paint, etc. and can be opened with a single click. Then we studied about the notification area. What is notification area? This area contains the clock and program icons that provide the status and notification about the programs running on the computer. Okay? Hope all of you might have got your book by this time. So read the book at least 2-3 times, and if you have any doubt, make a note in your rough copy and it will be clear when the school reopens. Okay? And learn the question answers of first lesson.